But that being said, let's get on into it. Tonight's movie Popcorn Talk, The Departed, 2006, featuring Jack Nicholson, DiCaprio, and Matt Damon amongst a star-studded supporting cast such as Marky Mark. He'll always be Marky Mark to me. Never Mark Wahlberg, always Marky Mark. Alec Baldwin. Who else is in this fucking movie that comes to mind almost immediately? Just an
Which
all-star.
he was on set with the movie that had guns. And he didn't kill anyone. We used to
You know who
not
did though? The
celebrate that.
blacksmith who gave him the gun.
We used to not celebrate that. But in 2006, we didn't know that we should have been.
Yeah, 100%. Martin Sheen. Martin fucking Sheen was this movie. Oh god. The beautiful Vera Farmiga as Dr. Mandolin. She was a whore, a dirty, dirty whore for sure.
He cheated.
She was a whore. Yeah, you just said I said it. So I mean,
What a whore is it?
dirty. First of all right, we're gonna get into it, but first of all, you're a therapist and you are falling in love with one of your severely broken
Yeah.
people that you're with,
That's
all the while dating
unethical.
from what you think. We know differently, but what you believe is a near perfect man who's out there in the line of duty giving you a six-figure fucking apartment and fed everything. He's doing everything he can. Yet you're over here like, oh, I like this 140-pound oblong shaped individual. I'm gonna let him be a good pounding. Oh god. Nah.
Hey, I just finished reading the IMDb trivia. Leonardo DiCaprio put on 15 pounds of muscle for this role. Okay, so you watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah. So he needs what, 40 more to be in the same weight class as Matt Damon?
No, ain't nothing oblong about him when he comes on the set, baby.
Literally, Jack Nicholson had more weight on DiCaprio
Oh well.
pound gain and still look better. Leonardo DiCaprio, become DiCaprio is way easier. DiCaprio always has had like this weird body type outside of Titanic. Like he's always
Oh
got
yeah.
yeah, like he's always has the
He's
Peter
skinny
Pan
fat.
never left Neverland body. You know what I mean? Like, it's
He's
weird.
skinny fat. Him, Childish
Skinny fat.
Gambino, they're just kind of
Yeah,
like
Charles, yeah.
stocky, but they got a little pooch stomach.
Little pooch stomach.
But when he showed up on the set for The Departed, none of that.
All of that. He was still the skinniest.
But he looked good. There's a workout scene at the beginning.
I am never gonna say DiCaprio has never looked good. He always looks good.
And
he always shows
I'm
up.
asking you live.
Okay.
But there's a bet. There's a bet going on. Did you rewatch this for this show, for the stream?
I did. Matter of fact, I was on the phone with Kitty right before the stream today watching the film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%. But then you sniffed, which is your lying tell. Interesting.
That what?
That's your tell.
I got a bad nose, dude.
No, that goes yeah, when you're lying, Pinocchio grows, you sniff.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous. You hear the sound of my voice. This is not the sound of a healthy nose, okay? Clearly. I can confirm. Thank you, Kitty. Fuck you. She heard the fuck your mother. Yeah, she was all about it. She heard it. She heard all of
it. Oh yeah, whore's excessive. The therapist, she was just a morally questionable person in a movie about morally questionable people.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna provide for a lady. You take her out. You do the
hold on. He provided her with his ill-gotten gains because he's a fucking rat.
Not that
for the mob.
See, you're looking at it from the painting from perspective. You got to look at it you're inside the painting. From what you know, in her viewpoint, He's a great guy. He works hard. He provides
Oh,
for
they
the
had
people
fights.
around him. He works long hours. He communicates well. He dresses nice. It's fucking Daddy Damon over here giving her the Daddy D. And you're gonna tell me I'm gonna go for the 60 pounds still under after gaining 4 DiCaprio? Get the fuck out of here.
So here's what I did, because I didn't want to rewatch this movie, but I take the movie club seriously.
I watched it, yeah.
See, you're doing too much. I already kind of believe you. Anyway, I said no, I said I rewatched it, but something that I think everyone should do is rewatch their favorite movies at least every decade, because they change. They change with your perspective. Like I like not 51st.
Yeah, what example? Give me an example.
500 Days of Summer is one of my favorite examples. When I was young,
that's a hard watch for me.
So I invite you to rewatch it because I did that a few years ago. I ended up agreeing with old girl. I forgot it, Zooey Deschanel. I used to hate her, and then I went on and rewatched a few years ago. I was like, oh, this guy sucks.
Is the boyfriend? Well, they were both toxic.
No, she just didn't want to commit to him, which she told him the whole time.
But she was open about it.
Yeah.
He was very pushy and very like trying to influence the whole time.
After sex, which is weird. It's like, dude, you got it. You won. You banged Zooey Deschanel. You got to move on. She doesn't want any more of that. You had your time in the sun is glorious. You got to move on. So I did that with The Departed, where it's like, let me look at the different angles that a much younger version of me likely missed.
I like how there was a few. I like that. I'm gonna be doing that from here on. I didn't go into it with that perspective. I went in there like, I'm gonna love this fucking movie all over again. And spoilers, I did. But you went into it from a let me find something different about the movie. Oh,
yeah, you have to.
There you go.
Sergo says, okay, I'm gonna watch Forbidden Kingdom in 2034. Well, here's the thing, Sergo. Look, and I tried to have this conversation with you in Discord, but now that you've seen The Departed, come on, you gotta knock Forbidden Kingdom down a few notches.
That's a great,
like, once you see how a movie is done.
You can have garbage time films. We all have them that are near and dear to us. But when you watch a quality film, like a really top tier film, it does, defog the glasses a little bit on what you deemed was really good before. You're right, but Forbidden Kingdom is in my heart. Well, yeah, dude. The heart and mind.
Yeah. No one told you to not have it in your heart. I love that it's in your heart. I love your 100%. Heart. But you got to admit it's a shit ass movie.
It's okay. 100%. It wasn't good, Sergo. And I try to, and listen, if this dynamic tells you anything, I try to see the more optimistic, have full Furies, and to give it to you straight, just seared off the grill. You know what I mean? Like,
that's you were the one going in on that movie last week.
I had to go, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, for me, I'm half full, and I went in on it. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Right.
That's
yeah.
Like, yeah. That was a thing, man. Like shit.
You just Wesley Snipes meme. Have you?
Hey,
you know that?
You
meme?
Remember me? You killed my. Like, that's no nonsense.
You know that Wesley Snipes meme from New Jack City where he's gonna kill his brother and he's crying before he pulls the trigger. Someone said, someone posted that picture and said, "This is me during the race war and I have to kill Tony Hawk." And Tony Hawk replied to it and he said, I appreciate the hesitation though.
That's classic Tony Hawk. That's a class move right there.
Oh, he's the
man. That's a man who can put a joke before himself. I respect him.
Let's see how long we could stay in this screen. This screen with
I mean, listen, if you want to branch off, we can branch, baby. I already got me the pre-workout in.
This does remind me that movie, The Departed, which I always remembered the cold opening. It had a 20-minute cold opening before credits, which is insane. You like it, but they pretty much showed a movie before the credits rolled.
Which tells you this movie's built different.
Yeah.
This is definitely a built different film.
First of all, spoilers for The Departed, but I felt so bad for the old man cop that was gently yeeted off the building.
Gently yeeted off is very thank you, Santa Ryan, for the 8,000 total
actually
of the Add-A-Stake challenge.
Actually, that's something I did feel more for Martin Sheen in this watch.
Yeah.
He was nice. He was a good guy.
He went out like a champ though. Like a fucking real dude.
He did actually. But I was just thinking about how much he cared for Leonardo DiCaprio. When Leo goes to his nice in the middle of the house, in the middle of the night, and he invites him in and gives him
you get like
water
a
and
figure,
dinner,
like an endearing father, like I got you, like it's like we can do this together.
Maybe not even that, just someone who like gives a shit. Because Mark Wahlberg cared to a point, but he wasn't gonna eat dinner with you.
Nah, Mark cares. See, I grew up with that dad. Mark cares in his own way. Okay?
No, in his own way, right?
In his own way. It's aggressive. It's very stoic, but he cares.
All right.
Yeah, the elevator is wild, dude. Fuck, the elevator is wild.
Let's go. Let's get to it. Synopsis.
Okay, let's get into it.
In the gritty streets of South Boston, two men lead double lives on opposite sides of the law. Billy Costigan, Leonardo DiCaprio, is an undercover cop infiltrating the Irish-American crime syndicate led by the ruthless Frank Costello, Jack Nicholson. Meanwhile, Colin Sullivan, Matt Damon, a rising star in the Massachusetts State Police, is secretly working as a mole for Costello. As each man becomes deeply embedded in their respective roles, stakes rise when both organizations discover they have an infiltrator in their midst. Right. In a deadly game of cat and mouse, Costigan and Sullivan race to uncover each other's identities, bang the same girl before they're exposed. With loyalty, deception, and betrayal colliding, The Departed explores the blurred lines between good and evil, leading to shocking and violent climax.
Look at that synopsis alone should get you all hot and bothered. You know what I mean? That synopsis alone is like fucking, oh, let me watch this. Fuck.
I threw in banging the same girl, but
oh yeah, I'm aware. I'm like, it's definitely not in that synopsis. But
I was gonna say people are donating to Atticus's steak challenge while he just sits there in silk pajamas sleeping. That's the life, dude. Have you ever slept?
That's why I stream for endless hours on end.
Have you ever slept?
Someone can stream me in silk PJs.
Yeah. Have you ever slept while someone was preparing to buy you steak? Has that ever happened to you? Me, never.
Oh, listen, I thought I had a void in my heart. It's only been more real when you stated that, because that's never been done ever. And like, I've never... I think I want that more than someone telling me I love you in a real way.
In my childhood, maybe. That's a good point. But no one ever planned like a steak dinner for a kid. Like your parents are planning your next meal. Like they know what you're going to eat. Macaroni and weenies or whatever. But I don't think anyone's like ever like planned a steak dinner.
I will say this though. I will say this as someone who's been around kids a lot. They more often than not, they don't give a fuck about if you put 2-3 hours into a steak dinner. They want like their fish sticks or tater tots.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's infuriating because you're sitting there like, motherfucker, this steak is a $50 cube steak. It's good. Eat it. You're like, nah, I just want the fish sticks. You're like, no, eat the steak. Like it's a different ball game. Like if a parent, I picture a parent dreaming of a kid who would appreciate a finely cooked steak dinner as much as a kid would appreciate that. That's as equally as much of a goal, I'd imagine.
All right, I'm trying something new. We're gonna watch a trailer, right?
Yes.
Let me try putting this in theater mode. Oh, that looks good, baby. Look at the production.
That looks nice.
All right, let me fly too close to this. Go full screen.
Okay, here we go.
See what that looks like.
Is it? Oh, I got you. No, that's good.
Oh, awful.
No, that's okay.
All right. Oh, that looks awful.
Before me.
That was bad.
Was your age, they would say we could become cops or criminals.
Oh, did you see the workout? He's 15 pounds of muscle, baby.
Facing a loaded gun.
I don't think he caught it.
Criminals. What I'm saying, cops or criminals.
There's no oblong there, baby.
That's all. He's got the body of a 14-year-old boy working out for the first time.
But a sick tat.
What I'm saying is this. When you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?
This is not the regular police. This is the state police. Our job is to smash or marginally disrupt organized crime in the city. This is who we're after.
Frank Costello. We deal in deception here. You won't be paid as a regular cop, but there's a bonus involved. So what do I do?
Yeah, you do.
Get your hands off me.
I'm the guy that tells you there are guys you can hit, and there's guys you can't. Now, that's not quite a guy you can't hit, but it's almost a guy you can't hit.
You know who I am? Maybe we could work something out.
There are certain parts of my job that I'm not going to be able to talk to you about.
You are trouble.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. Frank, I got no access to
Let me kill this random Asian guy.
Do you have anyone in with Costello present?
You don't know the half of it.
Maybe not.
You better get organized. Quick.
Maybe go
Hey,
fuck
last time I checked, I tipped you off, and you're not in jail.
Smell a rat.
Yeah.
Convinced that Costello has at least one mole inside the Special Investigations Unit.
Getting the feeling we got a cop in my crew.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, he's gonna find out who I am, and he's gonna kill me.
I can get the rat. You just gotta let me do it my way, Frank.
If you don't, it won't be me who suffers.
There was a leak from the inside. It's real, man. Smoke him out. What are you waiting for, honestly? I mean, do you want him to chop me up and feed me to the poor? Is that what you guys want?
How you doing?
He was really good.
This ain't reality TV!
They all were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's on her way out.
You'll act accordingly.
It's just damn good.
That showed. I realized that this trailer came out after the movie. Was in theaters.
Yeah.
It showed a lot.
Well,
though.
after it won awards.
Yeah. But it showed a lot.
It showed a lot, and still there's so much of the movie. You know what I mean? It showed a lot.
Oh right,
It
yeah.
did. But there was so much more to this movie. Is the 84, was this more of a cop movie than a mob?
Crime,
As,
it's crime genre, but they were the mob.
Yeah,
That
crime.
not every
Yeah.
mob has to be Italian.
Yeah, as
You could-
Nicholson would say, what's the difference?
Idiots.
I would say this is more of a mob film. 100%.
Oh, really?
If there was like a leaning pendulum of a side to choose, it was 100% way more of a mob movie. Just fuck, dude. Everyone's performing like I can't imagine. Like Marky Mark, his role in here was fucking phenomenal. Like Baldwin's role in here phenomenal. Like everyone crushed ass. If I can't really choose someone who outperformed everyone else. Everyone just was on the same footing, man. But I would say Nicholson just has this charisma on screen that just draws you in, that keeps you there, that the others just don't have, that he has. It's just like every minute he was on, you were like fucking glued. Not to say that the other performances weren't as good, but fuck me, man. Nicholson just fantastic.
He's okay. He's good. We'll get into it later with the IMDb facts, but in my opinion, he almost like sabotaged the movie.
Really? Why do you say that?
You'll see later, but he added scenes. They let him improvise, and for me, there were the scenes where I'm like, why didn't they have that? In a 2.5 hour movie, it's like,
Because it's fucking Nicholson. You got to throw some
well, no,
respect on him.
that's it. That's why, because he didn't want to do it at first. But anyway, I'm foreshadowing the IMDb facts later. Oh,
yeah,
production,
you are.
baby.
Thick with the foreshadow.
IMDb
Sergo,
8.5.
8.5. Fucking well done. One thing I didn't like about this movie was the pacing. For 1 hour, it was a couple of days, then montage turned on, and the pacing changed, which I didn't like that much, but still an amazing film. So your issue was the pacing felt inconsistent.
Well, what I'm hearing, would you have preferred if during the time lapse it said 3 months later or 1 year later? Because you just hear it when Leonardo DiCaprio's talking with Dignam and Queenum, and he's saying, "It's like I've been doing this for a year already," and that's where you know that it's jumped that much.
Right. And honestly,
that's how they let you know. Yeah, I like it that way.
Yeah, it's an old school way of doing things where you get like a black header card and it says ... months later. And then you're like, all right, well, I mean, you could easily solve that within like, a small line or two, which that's what that direction they took. Just make the movie 5 hours.
What's funny is that my score ended up being 8.5 as well.
8.5.
Get into it.
Okay, here we go. So you guys know Fury's score. If you're unfamiliar with it, Fury, break it down.
Each category, except for the final one, Je ne sais quoi, is rated from 0 to 1.5. So you'll rate something 0, 0.5, 1, or 1.5 is the max. Top notch. And this one rides the line because it does so many things very, very well. So we'll start breaking it down. I guess you go alongside. I have 1.5 on the acting. Nurgle?
If max is 1.5, I'm giving it a 1.5.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
you're being insane to rate it anything less.
I think so. So story and plot, Sergo, let me let you in on a little secret. This is a remake of a movie from Hong Kong, Infernal Affairs.
Yep.
So Class Act and I were talking about it a little before. Do you take points off because it took its plot from a movie that was made before?
Oof. Hold on now. I'm thinking about that.
Oh shit, Vulpix. Oh, it's not letting me play.
If I'm being honest, it should not. No, I don't think so. If I'm being honest with my heart. It's art imitating art, or like we as artists across the board in all mediums are taking inspiration from either previously told stories or just other iterations and then making them our own or bringing them into the modern time. That should not in the slightest bit affect its score. If it's a retelling of a story done in a modern setting or done right or done better, I don't think it should get points. Just like I don't believe something should be better because it's from a legacy itself either. The body of work needs to stand on its own feet. Is it good on its own feet, regardless of origin, regardless of inspiration? Is it solid? If you were just to show this to somebody without any pretense or background, does this stand on its own 2 feet alone by itself? So I do not believe that because it was taken from an already told story that it should affect the overall score.
I'm just big on, so I won't push back, and I think everyone disagrees with me. So Sergot says still a good plot, which no, it's fantastic. If you asked me to score Infernal Affairs, that's a 1.5. But for someone else, and they did a great job, just took something that already existed and then just put the American flavor on it. I love creativity and originality. Like there's a lot of overlap with a lot of movies. And I like when someone actually sits there, gets creative, and comes up with something we've never heard of, never thought of. That's what I like, and I give a lot of points for that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's fair. If you're coming in from that viewpoint, then you're coming at it from that viewpoint of the story and plot. The score does make sense.
But so you max it? You maxing it then? 1.5?
I would max it because it's a phenomenal fucking story.
Okay.
It really is.
All right, so you're max there.
1.5 for me.
Direction, I got 1.5. What are you doing?
1.5.
Okay.
Easy.
Overall production, I got it at 1. They did well, but it was pretty simple. There wasn't visual effects. I didn't notice any particular audio tricks or anything that stood out. But it was good. It's solid. You're just shooting in a neighborhood in a city.
But that shouldn't take away from the overall, though.
It's
I
a
think
1.
Wait, 1.5 is the highest, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 1.5.
You're about
I'm
you're about to
right,
10 this shit.
I think I'm gonna 10 this shit, dude.
So,
this is crazy to me.
we'll
Here's
get.
my thing.
Go ahead.
Here's my thing. My thing is this: just because it's shot in a, I will argue that it garners a higher score because they're shot on on-site locations, real spots. You don't the fact that you're able to tell a cohesive, beautiful story, scene from scene, shot from shot, without having to put in fucking tons of money, without having to like go all crazy with special effects, without having to do really much, but tell a very grounded, real gangster mob story in real settings, making it far more realistic in that way. I don't see why it wouldn't get a 1.5. I think it gets a 1.5.
So, all right.
Practical effects were used for sure.
Right. So Izzy says, would a movie like this even need CGI? No. Well,
so.
And some people use CGI blood. Tarantino hates doing that, and never will. I don't know where Scorsese stands. I don't think I saw any. I'm not taking points off because there's no CGI. I'm just taking points off because there wasn't a lot of effort. Like what was required was done well, but the production, like The Abyss was shot underwater with people drowning, and then it came out really good because everyone was underwater and they were pretty much filming. They add that sense of realism.
I'm gonna push back a little bit because that's what was required of the film. What was required of this movie was the performances and the viewpoints, which that's more to that.
But it's production though. It's production.
All right. Well, then I'll argue this: did the offices of the cops, the bureau, did that look good? Did that look believable? Did the hideouts look believable? Did the bar settings where they took most of their meetings look believable? Did the construction sites? Those were just real sites.
Well, look, it's only effort. That's why it's a 1 instead of a 0 or a 0.5. Like I still have it strong.
No, I get that. I'm trying to understand, like, effort doesn't necessarily equate.
It's an accomplishment. Here, when's the last time you saw Captain America: Winter Soldier?
It's been a minute.
So, do you remember where they're fighting in the street and
awesome.
Well, before that, when someone is shooting the minigun at Captain America?
Yeah.
So he has his shield and he's ducking behind his shield, blocking all the minigun shots. And there's these very distinct pinging noises off the bullets that I've never heard anywhere else.
Yeah.
And then the ricochets have different noises when he starts directing the fire back. That is extra effort where the directors and people, and they're like, oh, they did that because they could have had him getting shot at and then pinging off with run-of-the-mill sound effects, and we would have pretty much the same movie. But it's just that extra effort, attention to detail.
I'll push back then. What effort? So you leaving a 0.5 up means that there were areas in which you believe could have been more thought out.
Well, to me as a non-filmmaker, I didn't see those angles, but I wouldn't have. That's why I like that scene in Winter Soldier so much. I would have never even thought you can get creative with something as simple as bullets on a vibranium shield and what that would sound like, and how we could create that.
That was more shock and awe at that point, don't you think? It's more surprise than it is thought out. Like, I mean, he thought it out for sure, but like what I'm trying to get at is what happens when you know it all, seen it all, do it all. Does naturally your scores drop? In terms of what you're looking at here for overall production, is something, if you know all the tricks of the trade, right, is no one ever going to get a 1.5 in your viewpoint because you're never going to be surprised. That's what it sounds like. You were more surprised of how thought out a certain thing you personally never thought of. But what happens if you want to get to a point that you know it all, seen it all, do it all?
Well, no.
Is no one ever going to get a 1.5?
No, because
you're basing that off of that.
So back to like now visual effects. So Avatar needs a lot of it. As I don't really care for those movies, but that will always be a 1.5. because of the vast effort. I didn't read what Kitty said. I wanted to scroll up.
All right, let's see what.
And just because everyone disagrees with me doesn't mean I automatically lose, and we'll move on. But I just want you guys to understand my
I don't
take.
think it's a lot. It's not combative. It's not a loss.
No, Izzy was talking shit. Said, "Fear you're losing this battle."
Izzy's an idiot. He's just like, you're fucking stirring the pot, Izzy. We're having a discussion over here. You're being a troll. All right. Kitty says, I would say 1.52 because the production was first and foremost authentic. You get to feel the grunge of the city, and the camera angles were dealing with more dangerous characters. The shots were always uncomfortably close or at some kind of off center. I like this subtlety.
I agree with all that, but it has never turned a corner to something else. Like for me, a next level. But I agree with all that, and it was that's why it's a 1 instead of anything below that.
Okay. All right. So clearly, Fury is dug his 10 toes in the sand right here. It's okay.
But see, people still don't hear what I'm saying. Sergo says, you want CGI, watch Star Wars. Are you getting that from my argument?
You guys are missing what he's saying. All right. Yeah, so I was coming at it from a logical viewpoint. I feel like you guys just did not hear him at all. Like, that's not what he's saying, man. I do think Jack Nicholson's eyebrows are CGI.
That's funny.
I'd put Fury in the pot for sure for this movie. Oh my god!
All right. So you're max. So right now I'm
giving it a 1.3.
What is that? 3. You're at 6. Okay. You're at 6. Well, I guess no one else is scoring along. Screenplay, dialogue. I maxed that easy. What do you got?
1.5.
Yeah.
1.5.
Which I thought I might have an issue with it at first, because when the movie first started, there was some odd lines here and there. I was like, man, is this not as good as I remembered? But once it got going, it's like, fuck, this is so good. And me, Class, and Crown were talking about it before. There's so many quotables in the movie that just carried all through the decades.
Absolutely.
My dad still tells me.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe
that one. My dad still tells me that.
I will call my friend in the middle of the night. Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself, and he'll laugh and hang up. Like, that's it. It's classic. It's timeless.
And this time around in this watch, I really felt Mark Wahlberg's character. He's a guy who takes his job seriously. At the police department, where everyone is so mixed, people are crooked and everything, but he's just gonna keep doing him, and that frustration bleeds through all his interactions and his dispositions.
Like Frank Castle level energy. Like, I am so fucking done with this place. I love, and you get that right when you're introduced to Marky Mark, when he's grilling the shit out of DiCaprio, trying to make him quit or trying to
very good.
He's so fucking committed to his cause. He has no room for half-assing at all. And he will push you the fuck out because of how passionate he is about what he's doing. I love that. Little things like that. Screenplay, dialogue, I agree, 1.5.
All right. We're going to get upset later when we find out that he lost his Oscar nomination for supporting actor.
Okay. You know what? I got mad right now. I'm going to say that. I would have let that stew.
Well, yeah, because then I haven't looked at it yet. I wanted us to find out together
what
he lost against.
Let's see who he was up against.
Yeah,
let's see who he was up against, and then I can be pissed. Then we'll get there. Okay.
All right. Entertainment value 1.5, easy.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Wow. This is all right, chat. Let's kill him now. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 1. It's a fucking great movie.
Tell me.
It is you could watch this movie nonstop. Is it a movie that is entertaining at the highest level of entertainment? I don't think so. It's damn near up there for me personally, though. Anytime this movie's on, I'm sitting down and I'm watching it. Absolutely. If I catch it, I'm gonna sit down. But like,
it's entertaining. You're describing
it's 100% entertaining, but it's not like perfect entertainment. Like, you have to sit there and you have to get involved in the movie. Like, for me personally, the pacing, like going back to Sergo's point, There are moments in the
A little
movie
long.
where there's build up, there's tension, there's drawn out like lows with DiCaprio. Like the whole will they won't they with DiCaprio and the therapist. At first, when you watch this movie, you kind of get a sense of where it's going and you kind of get a sense of what's going to happen. Sure, but after that first watch, and you're going to watch it over and over again, you're like, all right, I just want to fast forward this shit. Like I already know what's going to happen there. It's just for me entertainment.
Sure.
1.5. You are watching this movie from first minute to last minute every single time. And for me personally, if I had to give an example to back up that argument, it's fucking Gangs of New York. I will sit down and watch that movie from first minute.
Oh,
to the last minute.
really?
It's
Okay.
fantastic.
That's personal preference though, because that for me that movie has lulls. That movie has lulls I don't really care for.
Everyone brought the reason why I brought up that movie because it's in the same vein as this movie. A star-studded cast. Everyone brought their A game. It's a in-depth story to be told. It follows you into a slow burn. So for me, it's the same type of movie that I would compare it to. Personal preference. I will watch that through and through. In this movie, I will fucking fast forward the therapist and the DiCaprio scenes all day because I'm like,
How about the sex scene though?
I've had sex. It's cool.
Cool.
Like, it's cool. It's cool. Let's see, Mark. We'll see that right now, Sergo. We'll put that. So I'm gonna give it a 1 and not a 1.5.
Okay.
Just saying. Only because there were scenes, especially when they were focusing on the therapist and DiCaprio, that I'm just naturally not gonna watch them fast.
And Chad doesn't care when you say something. So Je ne sais quoi, I got 0. Do you think there was
0
something? This one isn't 1.5. This is either 0 or 1.
Or
it's
1.
either has it or it doesn't. For me,
Really?
I have it at 0. It's like as good as the movie it is, there's nothing like so novel about it, or it doesn't have it for me other than how fantastic it is. But I feel like that score is felt in all the other categories.
Now the je ne sais quoi, this is in terms of the it factor.
Yeah.
Are you applying the it factor to like a worldwide pushing the needle forward type of like it factor, or just like that movie?
Again, going back to The Abyss, I forgot my scoring for that. I should start checking them. But how that movie was shot could be a je ne sais quoi with all the underwater filming and everything that the cast had to go through and everything that was
unique that made it special.
Yeah. But it doesn't even have to be with like how it's made. It could be anything like what they captured, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That is a really mind-bending movie that is really it stands alone. It's really hard to compare it to something else, and it has the factor, I'd say.
Yeah, okay. So that being said, through that lens, I will agree it's a 0. It's not a 1.
Oh.
Everything was great. Nothing made it that stuck out in terms of performances. Everything was like there was a standard that was set. It was met. But nothing was like truly stuck out that changed everything in all of it.
Yeah, not to me. I'd be willing to hear what people say, but I don't.
100%. So I think Sergoat, I would like to hear from you, seeing how this was your first time watching it. Are you a prisoner of the moment, or is the honeymoon phase over? You're going to see it for what it is, and what would be your opinion on it?
I think you and I ended up with the same score somehow. You have 3, 6, 7.5. Entertainment, you gave it 1.
Gave it 1.
8.5. And we're at the same score.
There we go.
I don't understand how, though.
But, well, math is math.
Math is math, but I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
8.5, baby.
I do not understand a thing but it's a good movie.
Hold on, let me see where it went awry here. I gave the story plot a whole point more in the story plot. You gave it a 0.5, I gave it a 1.5. Overall production, I gave it a 1.5. No, I think no, it's not. That's where I think you messed up. 2, 3.5, 4.5, 6, 7.5. No, wait, what? All right, hold on. We did then. Hold on. 1.5, 3. Direction was 4.5. Overall production is 5.5. 7. Screenplay 7. 8. 8. Because I gave it a point. No, I'm at an 8. I'm at an 8. You're at an 8.5.
Oh, what did I thought you gave him perfect all the way up to entertainment value.
1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Overall production, I gave a 1.5 to.
You were just goddamn arguing with me. You gave it a 1.
I was arguing with you. It should be a 1.5, not a 1.
Oh, this is mine. This is mine. These are mine.
I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you gave it a 1. I gave it a 1.5.
Right.
I'm giving it a 1.5.
Right. So all the way to screenplay.
Dialogue.
Hold on. Before we get to screenplay dialogue, you're at a 6. So you're at 1.5, 3, and then you're at 1.5, 1.5, 3. So it's 6.
Yeah.
And then you went perfect on dialogue again, 7.5. And then 6. You gave 1 for entertainment value.
7.5. 8. You're fucking right. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm at 8.5. This is the math isn't mathing, man.
Yeah.
Go on. You're at an 8.5. Okay. I'm gonna write it down next time. I'm gonna get a pencil and paper.
Well, this is a.
And this is why we're not making important moves in the government, and we're here talking about a movie that came out in 2006.
All right, we're on an ad break, but Worldly's subscribed, right?
Worldly is in. Yeah, Worldly's in.
Okay, so Worldly, everything up to the final category is on a scale from 0 to 1.5. So 1.5 is the max, is the best score you can get in each category. And then the last one, Je ne sais quoi, is like a it factor for the movie, which is either 0 or 1. Maybe just use whole numbers next time. We were having a fine time with the math. It was your boy Nergs. I like when Atticus. Oh, he took off his silk. Why such a weird amount? I have said because I was trying to give a breakdown of a movie, like every single category or aspect of a movie that could be rated individually. Mm-hmm. And I came up with those 6. And if you get 1.5 on all of them, it'll be a 9. And then the Je ne sais quoi can put it to a 10 if you think you're rating a perfect straight 10 movie. Atticus needs a shark costume. Does he not have one? Nurgle, does Atticus have a shark costume?
I mean, he's gonna have one now.
Wait, why'd you take off his pajamas?
He's slowly taking off his pajamas, dude. He's like his dad, just fucking no shirt, all pants. Like I get it, dude. He's a man's man. Learns after his daddy.
Something else before we move on that because I was watching it.
Will never be a 1. No.
What the fuck is the matter with him?
I don't know. He's just being a clown.
You know, he trolls often.
He trolls,
but he's also dumb. So I think this one might be the latter.
Anyway, shark costume. What is Je ne sais quoi? I like cheese.
I looked at Abyss and you gave a 0. Okay, yeah, Abyss is just the recent example of the movie that we all saw, where I can give an example where I would like point to something about the movie.
The it factor. What would be, so for the people, what would be a Je ne sais quoi? What would be a it factor movie for you? What movie would get a Je ne sais quoi?
Well, everyone's typing and thinking on that. Because I was watching.
Izzy was asking for that.
I was watching The Departed with new lens as myself now, as the 35-year-old version of me. And something I didn't quite pick up on, which might sound stupid, is how much of a hound dog that Matt Damon was.
Yeah.
But leading up to the therapist or psychiatrist, he was like after everyone. He was like flirting around the police department and everything.
Yeah, he was a hound dog.
Which seems like it's just filler or whatever, but when you understand his character, he was chasing after normalcy so much. And he thought
normalcy amongst his peers,
more normalcy and status, and he thought that okay, a life of crime, I'll help the mob, I'll do it like in a bad way, but once I get there, I'm fine. I'll have the good job, I'll have the girl, I'll have the family, I'll have the nice townhome or whatever the hell he was in. So it's just funny how much it was funny to see him like hunting for girls, pretty much.
That's fair. Worldly's example is Pokemon 1998 Mewtwo Strikes Back. I would say that does, in fact, fit the criteria of je ne sais quoi.
What aspect?
It was the first time a Western culture showed an animated movie from what was it? An animated film that went worldwide in a huge way. The only other movie to do that in a bigger way was Akira. And that movie didn't get recognition until years later.
Yeah. Fury hates movies.
But again, back to what you were saying, what is an example you would give for a je ne sais quoi?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
what movie
I
would
said
get a 1?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Eternal Sunshine, that's right. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind would get a je ne sais quoi.
Here's something more recently. I think I gave a Civil War that came out this year, je ne sais quoi, just for how the story was told. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see Civil War. I've heard nothing but great.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. So that's where it was so good and it was done so well. And I found like uniquely, that's where I would give it
you know what? I think I'm starting to track you a little bit. I would say, based off of that, a Sixth Sense would get a je ne sais quoi.
Oh my god, I think the Sixth Sense ruined Hollywood. I think
absolutely.
I think after that movie, everyone felt that they had to put a twist at the end of movies, or else no one will watch it. So yeah, that was and it was crazy, insane.
Yep, je ne sais quoi. Perfect.
All right, go.
So 8.5, B and Fury both give it an 8.5. Docking points in different areas. There were some slight disagreements, but we were right.
Yeah, same. See,
same Z's.
And that's why I like this, because it makes you think about movies, just in depth in a better way. When you're asked 1 to 10, you just start like guessing shit and
like anytime most of us go on to like video game reviews from the video game world and we see IGN slap a fucking 7 or 8 on it, you're like, all right, but why? Right. Why is that? It's always nice to see a breakdown and get a good, like, at least a discussion from different viewpoints about it. I love that. 8.5.
All right, I think we got reviews. Oh, no, awards. Oh, we're going to get mad. We're going to rage.
Let's get rage, baby!
All right, so I only have one more. This is just the Oscars. So they won 4 out of their 5 nominations.
Okay.
Winner for Best Picture of the Year. There's Mark Wahlberg losing for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role. Best Achievement in Directing. Best Writing Adapted Screenplay. See, Adapted Screenplay. Best Achievement in Film Editing. Bitch.
Okay, so Best Motion Picture of the Year goes to Graham King. What movie was that? These are all nominations, but
there's no animation. What are you looking at?
No, Best Motion Picture of the Year.
Graham King. You want to look at those two?
I want to see who they lost to. I want to see.
Okay. We'll look.
I want to see what they lost to.
We'll look.
Howl's Moving Castle is definitely a je ne sais quoi.
All right, so it was going against Babel, Letters from Iwo Jima, Little Miss Sunshine, which is a good movie.
Oh, that was a good movie.
And The Queen. That was an easy dub.
That's an easy win.
What a slow year for one of the best movies ever made. It had like no competition.
It had no competition, absolutely not.
They did beat
Zero.
Clint Eastwood in Letters from Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
And then let me
Okay.
look up supporting.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role, Marky Mark. Nominee, but what was he going up against? Oh, I like your look. This was good. All right, let's hear the other.
So
let's hear the other categories.
he lost. Well, let me before we get to the winner, he was up against
Let's see who's up against.
Jackie Earl Haley from Little Children. I'm not familiar.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy in Dreamgirls.
Ooh, okay.
And is his name Digimon? Digimon Hansu? You know the black guy from Gladiator? I've never heard it said. My mind always just skips. It's DJ.
My name is Digimon Hansu.
But
Digimon.
like for real though.
I'm not joking. I need help.
Here.
Digimon. Yeah, look it up. Digimon.
No, I'm just gonna
Digimon.
show. I'm gonna show you guys.
Digimon. Siri, how do you say that fucker's name?
I'm Siri.
Oh my gosh.
Digimon or Digimon? Hansu.
Anyway, he's great. He's in
He's fucking phenomenal, dude.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Never Back Down.
Ooh.
Where's Sergo? Sergo, that's another one of my guilty
that's
pleasures.
a garbage time? That's your garbage time movie?
One of my guilty pleasures is Never Back Down.
Movie sucked.
No, it's so good. It is so good.
It was so bad.
Here, that's another example. Je ne sais quoi won Never Back Down for being the greatest movie made of all time.
You know what? I give it to him. It is Je ne sais quoi. I've never thought there was going to be a worse movie ever. I was surprised by how bad that movie was. You get a Je ne sais quoi. You surprised me. Oh.
Damn, we already used the fighting movies genre or category.
Oh,
I'd make you guys watch that shit.
I promise you, we would never.
No, I'll do it.
Oh fuck! Never back down. You should have backed down and fucking gone to the dumpster.
Izzy said I should have kept it to myself. I was trying to tell Sergo this is a safe
No.
space, and you guys are showing that it's not. It is indeed not a safe space.
I think Sergo, he's earned it, man. He needs a little. He's like, all right, it wasn't just me who was getting it. He was in Stargate and in Gladiator. Yeah, he was in Gladiator too. Fucking phenomenal in Gladiator. Digimon.
Yeah,
Digimon
Gladiator.
Hanzo.
We said, yeah, he's great, and he was
really good.
good in Never Back Down. He was so good in that movie. I forgot why we were talking about that. He's so good in that movie.
He's
so good.
I was like, hey,
he's
Deej,
crying.
you
Yeah,
need some
Deej.
money, dude? Let's get you like in a real movie, man. Like, come on, D.A., come on, man.
No, there's a scene because he has that heavy African accent. For 7 years, I haven't seen my family, and he starts tearing up. I'm like, and I can't. And I'm crying to this movie that I can't tell anyone that I watch.
He's like, hey, Deej, I'm gonna need you to cry in this scene. Just think about this. You're in this movie. That's it. Just think about that. You're gonna cry real hard. Go for it. I was a gladiator. There we go, D. You got it now.
All right, so I don't like
Shazam,
this.
dude.
This is interesting. So Mark Wahlberg lost to Alan Arkin, who played the grandpa in Little Miss Sunshine, which was great, but I think it's got to be Mark's. But the grandpa was given a much bigger role.
Does it Fury like stomp the art? Yeah, but
But
Nurgle
Nurgle agrees with me on that one. And
that's a
I think it's just
fucking
been
great movie.
a while since he's seen Never Back Down. I think that's what I think.
Listen, I'll tell you what. If I die first, you can bring a small TV monitor and then play it on my grave. That's the only time I'll ever fucking rewatch.
We
that
already
movie
have a
again.
bet where if you die first, I pee on your grave. So
Yeah, matter of fact, you could pee and put the monitor on top of the tombstone while you're peeing on my grave. That's the only time I'll ever watch.
No.
movie.
I'm gonna
I'd
reenact
rather
it.
have
I'm
you
gonna
pee on me in real
reenact it.
life than me watch that movie again.
It's gonna be a one-man show, full 3-act reenactment of me doing that entire movie over your grave.
Worldly first Stomp the Yard was bomb as fuck. Yeah, it was Worldly. So good. This was pre-slapping Rihanna, Chris Brown. This is when America loved Chris Brown.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't pre-slap?
Let me see.
It was pre-slap Chris Brown. It was pre-slap.
I think not by much. Because I remember making a status update on Facebook saying that because he dies in the beginning.
You stomping her face? Was it a stomp joke that you put in?
No. I said that that Rihanna, because he dies in the beginning, Rihanna must love the beginning of Stomp the Yard. She rewatches that.
Oh, that's a really good joke. That's good.
Let me ask.
I'm very confident it was pre-slap. I'm sure he was hitting her behind the scenes, but
the one where everyone found out, there was several occasions,
exactly.
but the one.
That's the one time.
Let me ask ChatGPT. I'm glad ChatGPT isn't a person because, like, Fury, what the fuck are you doing, dude? All right, 2009. Okay, yeah, you're right. It was a couple years.
Because America was still in love with him. Excuse me, miss. His dancing capability. We first of all, people are just quietly and not so quietly in love with him still. Like they love him. But he was.
I hold him in appropriate regard.
Same.
Which the dance he dances. He's such a good dancer.
He's such a good dancer.
Yeah, yeah. Stomp the Yard, 2007.
Stomp the Yard.
2009. Lost his mind.
Lost his mind, 100%. I like using Gemini now. It's more accurate with questions, I find. I think Gemini too, if I'm not mistaken, Kitty, has more of a unique personality too. Like it's far more human in terms of communication than Siri even. It's pretty wild.
Who makes Gemini?
I believe Android. I think Android. Samsung. Okay, Samsung. I saw a commercial for Gemini. I was blown away by just the personality behind Gemini. It was pretty intense.
Worldly says ChatGPT isn't a person, but it's definitely keeping track of what you ask. Yeah, but without judgment. It's just a cold thing.
That's what makes
I'm thinking about the judgment.
It's upgraded Google Assistant, so it's Google. Gotcha, it's Google.
And see, Google, look, I understand no tech company can be trusted, but Google, dude.
That's so Google's that one friend who says he has your back until the shit gets real. He's like, he points the finger right at you. He's like, he totally did it. And you're like, Google, we're supposed to be ride or die.
All right. I don't think we have any other issues with this. Best achievement in directing.
No, we didn't find out who won the nominee. Who took it from Marky Mark?
I did. I just finished showing that.
No, we were just talking about it. We get into the week.
It was the grandpa from Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, I'm so
That's
sorry.
That's what we're talking about.
You know what? He was really good in Little Miss
He was
Sunshine,
good. I don't think he was better than Mark Wahlberg, though.
Was he better than Mark?
The only thing they might have considered is that Alan Arkin had a way bigger role. Yeah, it was a bigger role.
Time. That's all it was.
More support.
I think if Marky Mark had as much screen time in The Departed as Alan did in Little Miss, he would have took it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so good.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to hear the people that vote on these things, like what they.
I wouldn't. They all sound like ass clowns to me.
No, I wouldn't want to talk to them beyond that, but I wouldn't mind hearing their rationale for.
I picture them. They have like the pompous French accent. Well, we simply took Mr. Alan Arkin into account. He likes to pay. He pays very much so. He pays his dues. And we very much like him, but Marky Mark, he has a terrible way. He is too American for us. Oh.
I don't know how they do it for the Oscars, but for the Grammys, for the Grammys, if you've ever won a Grammy, or been nominated, I think it's both, either or. they send out the ballots to you for you to send back, and now you have a say so in
so it's a vote amongst your peers type of thing.
Yeah, and that's how
that's
cool.
How
the
that's
Grammys,
for Grammys.
That's for the Grammys.
I like that system a lot, actually.
This one might be.
I don't think they do that.
Wait, were you the fucking candlestick from Beauty and the Beast? The mule?
Be our guest. Yeah. Be our guest. Hey, Mark and Mark, you would like to sit down with us, huh?
Kitty said it. I didn't even read it yet.
It's like the candlestick. He play moves. He likes porn stars. He's marking all the wars. He plays in movies we all like, but he's not Alan Arkin.
All right, we good? Have I shown you this enough?
I am satisfied.
All right, because I have your boys.
Okay,
I have the Saturn Awards here for you.
Oh fuck, I hate the Saturn Awards so much.
I always gotta throw it in. He lost too. Oh my god!
Of course he lost. Of course. All right, who fucking won? Hey, Saturn, what do you love? Let me be Jack Black and kick the fucking dog off the bridge right now. What do you love?
All right, that's crazy.
Saturn Awards.
That's crazy, dude.
Saturn Awards. Oh, they're such asshats. If the fucking Grammys and the Oscars are ran by the pompous French assholes, it's the Saturn Awards
they're nerds.
Are ran by the backwater fucking trailer trash.
No, it's the sci-fi. It's the sci-fi awards, so they're just really nerdy.
I stand by what I said. No, not at all, dude. Sci-fi is much bigger than one conglomerate of idiots having to vote. Like, nah. So far, the Saturn Awards have been a complete miss. The moment you vote for whatever fucking move for what was it? The fucking The Abyss over Back to the Future 2.
Oh yeah,
you are a piece of shit in my eyes.
No,
100%. It's 100%.
We went through that. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Saturn Awards.
Oh, but they went underwater. That was really hard. I would say they had some je ne sais quoi over Back to the Future. Anybody could go with Doc Brown and Back in Time and get the almanac, but not everybody can work with James Cameron because he's got such a punchable face. Like, no, dude.
It's the hold on, just so we establish this. It's the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Film. That's what they are.
I will drop an F-bomb on this on this stream right now.
Don't
dude.
we? I thought we cussed.
No, the other F-bomb. The Academy Award of Sci-Fi.
This is no good.
No. I hate it.
All right, so it was going up against.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
It's going up against Perfume, The Story of a Murderer, Notes on a Scandal, Mission Impossible 3.
I like Mission Impossible.
Flyboys and Casino Royale. And
I like Casino Royale.
And it lost to Casino Royale.
Fuck you, dude. Casino Royale. Fuck you. Fuck you. I will contain my rage no longer. Like, it's just no. Casino Royale is great. Nothing against Daniel Craig, but the only thing sci-fi about that fucking movie is how a man can sit there ass naked in a hollow chair getting his balls beat by a fucking wicker weighted ball, and that's torture. Well, you got fucking Jack Nicholson over here giving some of his best work amongst his top tier peers, and Craig's over there into some S&M getting his nutsack beat to death. What the fuck's sci-fi about that?
It's best action adventure thriller.
We had DiCaprio go to jail in the movie for real, just so he can convince the people that he's intercepting. What the fuck? If that's not action and a thrill ride, what? Like, nothing against the villain, dude, but like, he's British, so he's not that badass. And like, he's sitting there, Mr. Bond, I have a full house. That's we all know you're gonna lose, dude. There's the plot of the movie. Like, Bond's gonna win. I don't know. That's not a real thrill ride there for me. Like Bond's gonna get the upper. That's what Bond does. The only thrill is Bond actually dying in a movie for once. That's the only thrill we're gonna get. That's fucking ridiculous.
What's Sergo talk about? I'm starting to dislike the whole point of safe space part in this club. I'm the only one fucking catching strays here this stream.
All right, and you want to talk about a thrill ride when the fucking elevator doors open up and you go, oh, and then he gets shot in the fucking head. That just rips out your heart. That's an adventure on its own, where you're fucking the hope of the good guys winning just gets ripped out of your chest and thrown into the wolves. And just at your lowest point, thinking this movie couldn't end in a more gut-wrenching way, Scorsese's like, here's an attaboy. And when they open up the fucking door and Marky Mark's on his fucking flip-flop cover-ups and just douche shoots him, and you're like, oh, I am alleviated from this burden of weight in my soul from what I just saw DiCaprio getting popped.
What was the noise that you made when he got shot in the elevator? All right, let's go reviews. It's review time.
I fucking can't stand the Saturday War. They're garbage, dude.
I'm gonna bring them up every time, baby. You better get used to them. But they are running amok, actually.
Back to the Future 2. That's all right. We're good.
All right. 10-10. Martin Scorsese never disappoints.
Never disappoints.
I have yet to watch a good or a very good Martin Scorsese movie. Every movie I watched is a 10. Also, old Jack Nicholson is as good as young Jack Nicholson.
Okay, I'm gonna have to agree with everything, but it's not a 10 out of 10 film.
Right.
I would say Scorsese. I've yet to watch a good or very good Scorsese. No, that's fair.
He misses.
Every movie I've watched is a 10. He's glazing a little bit.
No, a lot of it.
A bit. That's okay.
A lot of it.
I think one of Scorsese's weaker films.
Actually, he
Shutter
did.
Island, and that was a great fucking movie.
He did say this in 2021. When did The Irishman come?
I love The Irishman.
Oh, goodness gracious!
I love Killers of the Flower Moon. All right. Love's a strong word. How about enjoyed? I enjoyed both those films. I enjoyed Killers of the Flower Moon, and I did enjoy Irishman. It was really good.
Irishman's 2019, so this guy's out of his fucking mind.
Okay, let's go on to the bad. Here I come.
Right.
Fury hates moons. He does. Okay, so we got. This guy's already coming in hot with the 1 out of 10 here. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna have to. I'm so pissed off at people. Like, if you gave The Departed a 1 out of 10, you're fucking.
Oh
crazy.
no! I was like, I'm so excited to read these because these are gonna be some of the most deranged reviews we've ever seen.
Okay, seriously, what's the big fuss over this movie? Too long, too pointless, too slow. After an hour and a half, I couldn't just keep watching it. I like suspense movies. This isn't one. It was supposed to be about the characters? Come on, forget about it. The info about them was so skewed that I didn't even know what very well was after 90 minutes. What was I supposed to be great about it? Get out of here. I absolutely despised this one best movie in 2007. Seriously. Far better ones in the category. It's outrageous that this is ranked better than all that movies like Aliens, 2001 Space Odyssey, and Forrest Gump. Skip it or just rent it and see it for yourself. Forget about it.
You finally nestled into a good accent at the end.
That was good. I was getting there. It was good. I could have done Lumiere.
That's from
Candlestick
from Odie Vin.
This guy is an ass clown. And at 2007,
it was the year after it came out.
The year after it came out. He's never seen a good movie. I would be more interested in seeing or hearing about what he thinks is a good movie.
Right, yeah. When he said that he didn't like that it won best movie in 2007, I wonder if he knew what it was up against and what he would pick from there.
Yeah, I don't. It's
But for
fucking, you
sure,
know
but
what it is?
he's I don't want to
probably
talk to him for sure.
yeah,
Like
100%.
Oscar voters, I at least want to like I'll take a sentence out of them.
I
won't
think I
like get
kind
a
of
beer
I
or
think
anything.
he's definitely ahead. He's definitely in charge of the Saturn Awards conglomerate for sure. That's this guy.
All right, 5 out of 10 stars. If you ever see Hong Kong's The Departed. After I saw these two movies, it occurred to me, which one would I choose to see first if I had the chance to lose my memory? Since a Chinese guy I am, is it a correct sentence? I literally have no idea. Long time ago in 2002, it just make me wow when I see Infernal Affairs, Chinese version of The Departed. Like all the film cannot be compared with this one. And as we know, since Millennium Hong Kong movies just affected by something and still on the road from worst to worst, I do hope you can have a look at the Chinese version. From my point of view, it is insane The Departed gets his high score and good comments. I am used to saving good films in my computer, and The Departed just deleted immediately. Have a good time. This is pretty good English, actually.
It's pretty good.
My man was
It's
cooking.
better than the fuck that I just read right now. I'll guarantee you that. You know what? I think giving it a 5 out of 10 from his viewpoint, that makes complete sense. He prefers the original, like you were talking about. That the I would not that it was a lazy or it got docked points because it was a retelling, but he's coming at it because he's seen the original, he's preferred the original. This one's not a bad movie, but he does clearly prefer the OG.
I turned the original off.
Oh, really? That
Yeah,
bad?
I tried. Everyone should still, if you're curious enough, for sure go see it. Foreign films for me are already.
It takes a lot.
For me, like I'll watch them, and I sat down for that one. I was like, no, I can't do it. All right, let's go back into it. Oh wait, this is from Q. Kept it simple. 2016. This man's doing his rounds, his due diligence.
Oh, yeah, he is.
All right, 10-10.
Or it just took him that long for him to get the movie that because he's in a third world country.
10-10. Martin Scorsese hits the streets again.
Scorsese.
Please don't make negative comments like some of the aforementioned people have been doing if you haven't seen the film yet. I have seen it at a press screening last week. Not only is it the best film of the year so far, it marks a return to form for Martin Scorsese and ranks with the likes of Goodfellas as being one of the best in his canon of films. I'm a fan of the Hong Kong film Infernal Affairs, upon which this is based. While The Departed keeps the basic structure of the original, it is very much its own movie, so much so what the screenwriter William Monahan didn't even watch the original film while adapting its screenplay, thus enabling him to infuse the script with his and Scorsese's respective visions. I think that's a cop-out. If you have access to the script, you have the movie. There's little subtleties, but that's a cop-out. I don't think there's an IMDb fact where, I don't know if I included it or not, where Scorsese didn't watch the movie before he directed it. And before he took the job, he didn't know that it was from another movie either. So he claims that, but that's what I'd say too. If I was a punk bitch,
I kind of believe that because Scorsese
could be.
It
could be,
dude. Like, yeah, okay.
All the actors are first rate, yes. Even Leo, for all you DiCaprio bashers out there. Do people bash him? This guy is fighting with the imaginary people.
Listen, man, let people love you. Get close to you, man. Like
and turn in some of their best performances to date. The Departed is sure to garner a host of Oscar nods, if not wins, including, hopefully, Scorsese's long overdue statuette for Best Director. Oh, it was? Plus, with actors like Martin Sheen and Alec Baldwin playing supporting roles, that says a lot about the quality of the film they signed up for. The Departed is tough stuff, not for the faint of heart. That said, it is a must-see for adult viewers who long for intelligent, gritty stories to grace our movie screens once again.
It's a good
you
review.
Rocking with
the
him?
Cop-out is real. I mean, I feel all right. When was this? This had to have been before.
Well, we're gonna see his name. So
7.
Al Wood. It's your boy Al.
2006. I feel like Al was a prisoner of the moment. That's all that was. Great film. It was good, but it's not a perfect 10 out of 10. He had a
right, yeah.
He's fine. Prisoner of the moment review. That's all it is.
All right, here comes your one.
It's good. Okay, here goes the one. 1 out of 10. I'm disappointed. Oh no, that. All right, so this is what I get. I get like despair when all I see in the title is disappointed. Okay. All right, let's spoil. Fuck you, dude. Spoiler, idiot.
Idiot. They I don't really click on them in IMDb. I usually just get the ones without spoilers, but the ones were hard to come by.
Okay, I rate this movie with awful. Sarah, Kitty coming. All right, here we go. I'll be getting into character here. Let me just. Okay, let's start. It's a very slow intro to this amazing story. Then let's compile a dream cast of characters to act out this amazing story. So amazing, in fact, that it could very well be the best movie of the year. Ugh. Then once this character is given it up, everything and risked his life in nearly every scene, let's finally give him the opportunity to hand over to the dirty cop and set things straight. Well, let me tell you, boys and girls, well, we don't have the time to finish the story with a great ending. So let's just kill him. Then at the end, let's kill the dirty cop so he can finish the story with a great... Wait, sorry. At the end, he can be decorated as a hero instead of turning over evidence so he can just be convicted. This could have been the best movie of the year. And the story could have been told well under 2 hours. They should have just opened and closed with the firing squad, and I could have been in and out in 10 minutes with the same results.
This person isn't reviewing the movie. They just want a feel good story that they like.
So this person, I don't think this person realizes that he just watched a great movie by his own metric and standards because he's felt this strongly about it. See, I think this person enjoyed this movie so much, the ending fucked him up, and then he wrote a review soon after, not realizing that a movie garnering this type of emotion from you garnered this type of emotion. You should see it from that point of view. This movie made you feel so strongly about an ending that it captivated you so much that you had to write and tell about it. I think this person doesn't realize he probably should have given this 8 or a 9 out of 10. Very rarely do medias invoke that type of reaction out of you. I think he should have self-reflected a little bit, and he would realize that he really does enjoy this film.
What you got for the name?
Alan.
Aha.
Target 3.
All right, 5 out of 10 stars. Scorsese got his Oscar out of sentiment, not for this embarrassment.
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
Very disappointing given the all-star cast. I love much of Nicholson's work, but in this, he's not very believable as a crime boss. Nicholson can certainly do the man in charge, but not in this. Leonardo is fairly believable, although he seems to be working hard on looking sullen. Damon is okay, nothing special. Sheen is fairly good, but Wahlberg is awful. Sheen has to pretend there's not a bad smell in the room when he's with Wahlberg. We are to believe that his Dignam is expressing real emotion. This is a real tough guy. This story relies on so many twists to carry itself, but the weakness of the characters and to some degree the plot is surprising. I didn't hate it. I just hated not seeing the performances I expect from these actors. It was okay as late night entertainment, but this thing won Oscars? People are rocking with this fucking review.
Are you fucking stupid?
This is Toxing.
What? Mark Wahlberg? He was fucking incredible. Everyone was Did you watch the same movie, you idiot? Toxing? More like toxic, you clown of a human being, you jabroni. You didn't even see the same film the rest of the world watched. Sheen was incredible. The twist, there was like 2 twists. Is that too much for your brain to comprehend? I don't understand that. It wasn't even a twist. It was more of a shock and awe.
They're more surprises than
they're more just surprises. Nicholson not compelling as a mob boss? He was incredibly compelling as a mob boss.
Fine.
Hey, don't bring your face up till you can't feel no more. Like he's just like slapping cocaine. It's incredible.
Well, actually, we're going into the reviews or the trivia.
Okay.
Did you know?
I don't like people are dumb, man.
Martin Scorsese really wanted Al Pacino for the role of Costello because he had never worked with Pacino before, but he turned it down. Jack Nicholson was Scorsese's second choice. Pacino would later go on to appear in Scorsese's The Irishman, a way worse film. Whoever says Wahlberg was awful, I will fight them everywhere and win everywhere. I don't care. Bring them in IRL, bring him in chess, bring him in first-person shooter games. I will beat and fight everyone who hates on Mark Wahlberg.
Mark was he's a treasure, dude.
I like winning everywhere. That's good. Because sometimes he's like, I'll fight you anywhere. You're not necessarily saying that you'll win all the time, but Sergo's promising victory for each one. Victory. Yeah.
I'll beat you in chess, Palenko. I'll beat you in crosswords. I will fuck you up across the board in swimming. Name it, track and field.
Al Pacino would have been better. Say that.
As the Irishman? No, I don't think so, buddy. No. Not
in the role that Nicholson did?
Yes, so Nicholson played an Irish mob boss. You can't convince me that hey, I smell a rat. I smell a rat over here. What's going on there?
That's a good impression. What? That's a good impression.
Hey, I smell a rat. And he's coming, and I want everyone there.
That's fucking funny.
You can't confuse. I'm sorry, no, dude.
Funny.
Like he could play an Italian, he could play Pacino-esque roles, but the particular mob boss who this was based off of was very much in line with Nicholson's portrayal through and through.
Here we go. Roughly half of the $90 million budget went to the actors' salaries.
Oh, fuck yeah, it did. Absolutely it did. Yeah.
When the film won the Oscar for Best Picture, Martin Scorsese said that he was surprised the film had won. Scorsese said that because of the film is such a tough, nasty, and violent film, he never thought about the idea of awards while he was filming it.
Fucking
but
great.
We saw his competition.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Yeah, he didn't have much competition that year for sure.
Scorsese did not realize this was a remake of a Hong Kong movie until after he agreed to direct it. You believe him?
I do, because Martin Scorsese's too busy, like fucking feeding and taking Joe Pesci out on walks nonstop. Like,
no, that's funny.
They're too busy. They're too busy with like upper echelon tier shit to be. And I feel like it's like, you know what? It's like Eminem. When Eminem finds out that someone's talking shit about him, it's like years later because he is so deeply rooted in his own.
Oh, that's not true.
It's very true. He talks about an interview with Sway. He talks about like when Machine Gun Kelly like targeted him over the Twitter
and people texted Eminem.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair, but I don't think he's himself's gonna like look it up himself.
Sure,
I'm saying.
Sure.
Scorsese has a team of people who like.
Right, but he's a movie fan, buff, junkie, filmmaker. Like he's been around. What I found out about these old school amazing directors is just how human and petty they can be, because they all hate on the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
they all hate all, and it's the stupidest thing ever. So now that I know how human they are, if they want to save face, like, oh, I directed a movie that was already made, I could see him.
Okay, yeah,
lying.
So from that viewpoint, I will, 100%. It's believable. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
A possible reason why Leonardo DiCaprio did not receive an Oscar nomination for his performance in this movie was because of Warner Bros. Initially did not want to favor DiCaprio over his co-stars and place him in the leading actor category. The studio favored DiCaprio's leading performance in Blood Diamond, which eventually got him a nomination. DiCaprio refused to campaign against his male co-stars in the supporting actor category, so Warner Brothers bought no supporting actor ads for DiCaprio, and he did not receive a nomination. That's interesting.
That's a classy move on DiCaprio's part, to be honest.
It is. It is. I thought there was.
And that's
it's still
to
fuckery,
his.
but I thought there was more fuckery to it.
There is some fuckery there. Like I don't
Less than what I thought was going on.
understand. Like there would be what would be the potential repercussions of you getting nominated amongst your supporting? What's the benefit? Who benefits from just because Warner Brothers favors one particular actor over another? It's not that they're favoring. These actors are fucking adults. I'd like to imagine to a degree. I'm not gonna be like the studios are out. They like DiCaprio over me. Like I don't think that makes kind of no sense to me. But is what it is.
Well, no,
I would
agreed with most of what you're
saying.
saying. Yes, it's very political. People are people. These are directors are one thing. Actors are a whole new level of small and petty and insecure and
I hate that so much. God, I hate that. You just bum me out with everything you just said.
Some of them suck.
Yeah, get down there and don't get up until you fear something.
Originally, this remake was planned with Brad Pitt as Colin Sullivan and Tom Cruise as Billy Costigan. How you feeling about this? What does Al Pacino do as in that role in this movie?
Well, I gotta tell you, I smell a rat.
All right, so you got Brad Pitt taking the place of Matt Damon and Tom Cruise taking Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if Cruise can do this.
Nope, I don't like it. It wouldn't make sense to me. Nothing against Brad Pitt, but I think Brad Pitt, we kind of garner. Say what you will about Brad Pitt and his roles. I think we as a society we're always going to be fond of him to some degree. And he brings so much charm and so much charisma. I can't fit him into a snivelly.
When has he been a
he's
villain?
Never done a role like that. He's never been a villain. What? You're gonna be blown away if you're barely realizing this now. He's never been a villain. I think the closest thing he's been to a villain is Meet Joe Black, where he played Death, and it wasn't even a fucking villain role.
All right, so ChatGPT is saying John Smith and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Fuck you, ChatGPT. I'm riding for you in the chat. You're making me fucking look bad in front of the Gemini peeps.
Grow up, ChatGPT. Clearly, you're a feminist with an agenda.
Tyler Durden in Fight Club, which he's more like
not a villain.
Anti-hero, yeah. Mickey O'Neill in Snatch.
What?
It says Mickey is a morally ambiguous character. I think ChatGPT is giving answers because he hasn't been. Achilles and Troy.
I have to give him something. Like that's what ChatGPT's doing.
I love it. I love the effort.
No, not a villain.
Early Grace in California. I don't know it.
Nope, not a villain.
Achilles and Troy. He's
not a villain.
Somewhere, a tweener.
Arrogant, pompous. Not a villain.
Yeah, and then Cliff Booth in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Not a villain.
Nope.
Doesn't do it.
No, he doesn't do. So I don't think it's not that he doesn't want to do it. I don't think we as a society will accept it. That's plain and simple.
So ChatGPT said Brad Pitt has demonstrated his range by occasionally stepping into these darker or morally complex roles, adding depth and nuance to his filmography.
But he's never been a villain.
If you're looking for a specific villainous portrayal, California is the most direct example. The one no one's seen.
Not even that. Not even a villain.
12 Monkeys, he's just a fucking mental patient.
He's just mental
no villain, yeah. Your Honor, he's crazy.
So in that respect, there's no way you can convince me that Brad Pitt can be a conniving beta.
Yeah, I thought he might have. Well, he had a character in
would not work.
He had a character in True Romance.
Who was a fucking hippie who gets stoned in a 1 second scene. That's it. Literally, that's it.
Villain.
Like he's too good looking, too handsome, too charismatic, and goddamn it, that jaw does not quit. Like for me to believe that he's a villain, dude.
Here we go. Ray Liotta was the original choice for the role of Dignam, but had to reluctantly decline due to other commitments.
Oh! Absolutely would take Ray Liotta. Now, again,
really over Wahlberg.
I fucking loved Leota, dude. I fucking love Leota. Listen, you want to talk about a hard nose, just like he's got those cat. Well, he had those cat eyes that were very intense when he was wide eyed open. Like, fuck, dude, you don't fuck around. I'm not gonna say I would take him, but if he was in it, it wouldn't diminish the movie at all.
Oh,
I don't think it would.
Right, yeah, but you lose that
I
role.
think I would
You
even
lose
argue that having
Wahlberg.
a just as old opposite of Alec Baldwin, having a rat-a-tat back and forth between two old grumps dynamic in the bureau would be great. Like seeing Ray Liotta look at fucking Alec and be like, maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself. Like that would have been that again. It's I think they would have been swappable at that point.
I liked Ray Liotta in Wild Hogs. That's another.
Ray Liotta, like, all right. So Ray Liotta had a long run of just stinkers after Goodfellas, but then like
and
later,
Wild Hogs wasn't one of them, baby.
Ray Liotta in his fourth quarter when he was appearing in like just random roles. You fucking just loved Ray Liotta. He would just come in and be like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like he had like the "Are you kidding me?" type of vibe every time, and he was always the one straightening out the knuckleheads around him. And like in the late fourth quarter of his career, I fucking loved it when he played those types of characters. It was awesome. So again, for me, all good. Tom Cruise as Billy Costigan, nah. I think they picked. I can't. I would who they chose is perfect. Matt Damon can play. He played that character very well. I believed he was sniveling, conniving, that beta male always
even
looking
before
for
that.
Yeah, dude. Like, all right,
and what was the movie?
There's
what
a
was
reason
the movie
why.
that...
And there's a. I'll tell you. I'll feed you, baby bird. All right, so if you look at the Ocean's movies, he was never the lead. He was always behind Brad Pitt and always behind Clooney in that way. Always trying to like
he was
look
endearing.
for that reassurance.
But he's a nice guy.
He's appearing 100%, but like he was never the guy, right? Because he was always like he can play someone who's always looking for approval, and that was an aspect he brought into the film, and that was great.
So everyone's Sergo, it's a safe space except for me. I'm the only one in danger here. I haven't sat down and I need more time with the movie, but I think Dune Part 2, it might have been perfect. Oh, I see, and everyone here disagrees with me again.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I had to sit with it. I had to sit with it.
You need to sit with it, good buddy. I do not be a prisoner of the fucking moment. I promise you that. You sit on that score.
What?
That is crazy.
What do you have a 10-10?
I don't believe in 10s. I don't think 10s exist.
Let's move on. Let's move on. The scene where Frank Costello throws cocaine on sex workers was one of many bizarre ideas contributed by Jack Nicholson, who also suggested wearing a strap-on for the scene with Matt Damon in the adult movie theater. Like, what the fuck you doing, dude? Get out of here.
Get add to it, dude. Get it, Nicholson. Fucking
Get
respect it, dude. Yeah. Get it, dude. Matter of fact, put on a strap. Strap it up, baby. Like, I'll be all for it.
That was the scene where he's doing coke with the prostitutes. I was like, wait, why? which is fine if you want a 90-minute movie and one of your scenes is cocaine prostitutes. Perfect. If you're 2.5 hours, I'm gonna scrutinize over every moment now. I'm gonna fucking scrutinize.
I think something that we don't realize is Nicholson is he's an amazing writer, and that little you have to look at the context of the scene when he's throwing the cocaine and he's making the fucking prostitutes like, fuck, hey, you're gonna snort that shit. It shows you the type of villain that his character is. It shows you that like this guy has no moral boundaries whatsoever. It's about him. He's in charge.
But doing cocaine with prostitutes is great. It was all the killing which went with the plot. That's where we knew he was evil.
No, but like his vices, it shows everything. Like it just shows him in every which way.
Sure.
On like he is the master of his domain that he's created on all fronts. In the middle of trying to choreograph this fucking thing. Okay, continue.
Many scenes with Jack Nicholson were improvised. Nicholson was given the opportunity to do whatever he wanted to add to the character's unpredictability. The scene where Billy and Frank are talking was loosely scripted, and many surprises happened in it, including Frank pulling out the gun. See, now that's different. If Alec Baldwin pulls out a gun off script, that's right. Hey,
oh, someone's about to die. Like, that's a real thing. Like, I mean, a lot of us, and I'm sure you have, you saw that TikTok or that reel of Matt Damon. I think it was on Hot Ones, where he was talking to he was being interviewed. He's talking about the process working with Nicholson, and he's talking about the scene where he shoots the girl, the couple, the girl in the back of the head at the pier, or I'm sorry, at the shore, and she falls over, and Damon says it was merely supposed to be like a one-line sentence and then a quick montage. That was it, move forward. But then Nicholson starts breaking down. He's like, all right, so if you give another minute to the scene, she falls over, right? And then Nicholson responds with, well, she fell kind of funny.
Oh, right.
And then if you keep going with the scene, like, he starts adding all these nuances, showing you how truly villainous this character is with very little. And that's fucking incredible. Like, he can really fucking write, dude, and he really knows how to work with it. So, you know,
he opened up hitting on a teenage girl. That was in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. So, all right, in the first 10 minutes, this individual is deplorable on every fucking angle. Horrible. You know, and that's awesome. Like, it was great. I loved his choices.
Oh my god, is that it? That's it. All right, see you later. There was
big gulps, huh?
There was a bunch of other stuff. I caught all the recastings, or like would be, because I like those. I like reimagining movies with different actors and different.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't picture Cruise. I can't picture Cruise in this movie at all. He wouldn't fit.
Next movie type is holiday movies. So we're gonna record or stream rather on the 22nd. So we'll be a few days removed from actual holidays.
That is correct.
So we gotta
so
vote.
Guys, let's make a poll.
We got a vote.
Movie.
Vote.
Let's make a vote. New poll. So holiday film. Okay, so what holiday movies has Fury not seen?
I haven't seen Four Christmases.
Four Christmases, okay. I don't think I've seen Four Christmases either, actually.
And then I haven't seen Nutcrackers, but we watched the trailer last week, and I guess you guys didn't like it.
I really listen. This is a democracy, but I really don't want to watch.
Right. So, well, yeah, we won't put it in.
Izzy, you get one fucking movie, dude. I swear you do this every time, Izzy. Every time. Pick one fucking movie. Family Man. Absolutely. I'm putting Family Man in there.
I just saw that the other day because we talked about it here. We talked about it on this stream.
What is wrong with you?
What are we doing? We talked about it. Someone said Family Man, and what we established was that it's not a Christmas movie.
It's a Thanksgiving movie. That's fair. Okay, well,
not even that. It's just snowing. Any holiday, this fucker.
Christmas. All right. You know what? I'm gonna fucking one up him right now, because I think Trapped in Paradise, that also stars Nicolas Cage, took place in Christmas time. I think it was a Christmas movie, Trapped in Paradise. Was it?
John Lovitz is in it.
Yeah, he is.
I hate looking at it. Let's see. Residents of a friendly Pennsylvania town foil three brothers plan to rob a bank on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we're putting it in. Fucking love that film. In Paradise. Wait, wasn't Sam Rockwell in that as well as one of the brothers? Misremembering.
No, Dana Carvey.
I gotta be misremembering that.
Dana Carvey.
It's Dana Carvey. It is Dana Carvey and John Lovitz. Oh, dude, Fury's gonna hate this movie.
Oh man, boy. Don't tell everyone. Now everyone's voting. Fucking hell.
Trapped in Paradise. That's mine. All right, Izzy, I'm going to give you one more chance. You do this every fucking time. You get one. Your next movie is your submission. Think about it. We can also do a new one called Red One with Rock and... All right, so guys, Red One. Okay, Red One. We're going to put the new movie Red One in there with The Rock and Chris Evans.
I don't mind that.
All
well,
right.
from what everyone
Trapped
says,
in Paradise.
From what everyone says, actually, Red One. That's a good one. That's
okay.
From what everyone says, that one might be bad enough where we have a great time.
Ooh, so bad it's good. I like that.
Oh, I don't believe in that, but I like making fun of shit.
I believe in that. All right, we need 3 more, guys. Give us 3 more suggestions. Trapped in Paradise, Red Ones. Okay.
I'll throw Gremlins in there.
Gremlins, yeah, Gremlins. Which Gremlins?
The first one.
I'm just making sure.
You know, I was thinking about writing a script for a third one.
Daddy's Home.
Where they
Ooh, why don't you do it?
Well, no, I mean, there's a few other things I want to write first, but the premise would be not the entire premise, but it would be centered around an engineer being able to turn a gremlin back into a mogwai, and he figured out how to turn them back somehow. I don't know what you do with that, but I think that's a interesting starting point. Dry them out. They get slimy.
Trolls 2. Come on, Crown. Is that your... Are you being serious? Or we need one more. Crown, this is on you, Crown. I'm giving Crown the last pick. Stupid Little Kids, you'd find out that it actually results in it not working the same way the scientists expected.
It turns into a third creature?
Ooh.
Okay, me and Stupid Little Kids are cooking right now.
Are you cooking? Okay. Nah, we got to give it to the Crown. Crown's going to have... This is Crown's pick. We got one more.
Here's
Crown, you're up.
2.
He said Trolls 2, but I want to make sure that was his serious. That was a serious one. For what kind? God damn it, Crown. It's a holiday movie. Christmas movie. You son of a bitch. You weren't even paying attention. Christmas movie, Crown. Give it to me. Okay, I want to go grab a drink. Okay. I'm new here. No idea what's going on. Stupid. So what we're doing, Stupid. All right, Stupid. How about this? You're new to here. Go ahead and choose a movie we have a movie club thing going on. So every Sunday we choose a movie to watch as a community. We're going to talk about it in the following stream. We're going to hang out, go over reviews for it, have little fun tidbits about it. Fury's going to give his review point on it, and then I will as well. And then we have a discussion about it. So, Stupid, that's what we're doing. So the theme for this week's movie club movie is going to be Christmas, a holiday film, a Christmas film. So if you would like to throw in a movie for a suggestion for everyone to watch, by all means, please do so. So far, we have Trapped in Paradise, Red One, Gremlins, the first one, and Daddy's Home. Oh, Bad Santa.
Take out Gremlins and put in 4 Christmases.
4 Christmases.
Like I fucking said.
Okay. And then I really like Bad Santa.
That's
a good movie. That's a really good movie. That's a really good movie. We'll put it in. I'm going to put in Bad Santa. Bad Santa's fucking classic. Okay. How Christmas does the movie have to be? Can it end at Christmas and that qualifies? All right, you're thinking too much, Stupid.
No, we've all been here. We're just a little more seasoned. You just throw it out there because we're gonna vote on all. We're gonna vote on all of them. So the chat will decide.
Yeah. So Stupid. When you think Christmas movie, instinctively, what hits you, man? What do you get? What movie pops in your head? And it can't be something like fucking that we all have seen. Like, obviously, the obvious go-to choice is Die Hard. We all know that. Home Alone all day, obviously.
This is silly because he saw that we just watched The Departed. He sees that much. That was ridiculous. I can't believe we all, but Sergo never seen it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that's fair. We're trying to do movies that are either vague and they're good quality movies that either none of us have seen or movies that we really haven't seen. The Shining. We've all seen The Shining. That's really good, though. Kitty, good job. That's a nice one. So we'll wait on Stupid. Stupid, what do you got for us? So Crown turned away his. Die Hard is the go-to for sure. You probably haven't seen this one, but it's close to it. Press Play on Hulu. Press Play. I haven't heard of Press Play.
I'm on it.
Let's look it up. Press Play.
Press Play from 2022.
Okay. Let's check it out. Ayo, Tilted. What's going on, man?
A young woman has a chance to save the love of her life.
Get tilted!
When she discovers that the mixtape they made together can transport her back in time.
Get tilted. Let's get you in. Tilted. You just got yourself a couple entries. Good, buddy. How you doing, man?
There must be a different Press Play.
Tilted. Let's get you in. Let's give a shout out to Tilted here. Hell yeah, dude. How was your stream, man?
What I found out was there's a lot of movies called Press Play.
There's a lot of movies?
At least.
Check out Tilted with a good old shout out, man. Him over here raiding right now.
At least 7.
Played some XCOM. Saw you were on. Figured out to come out and raid. Man, thanks for coming on in, man. Appreciate you. I'm sure everyone over at your stream had a great time. Anything notable about Tilted stream from your guys that you love today on Tilted stream? Anything fun that came on up? Anything that was worth mentioning? Everyone who came on in with Tilted? Anything of note that made you laugh? Had a good time with Tilted? All right, so Stupid. So Press Play. I wouldn't call it a Christmas movie, though. It can technically qualify as one, but it's not. All right, well, Stupid, come on, man.
Well, yeah.
Work with this, Tilt. Come on, man. Come on, Stupid. You got this. All right, everybody. So everybody who's come on over from Tilted stream, it's our popcorn night. It's popcorn night where we talk about movies. We as a community vote on the next movie to watch. We talk about it. We give it our own review points. We laugh. We read some of the more ridiculous reviews. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time. But that being said, we're looking for a 5th holiday movie because this week's movie to watch is going to be Christmas themed. So far, we got Trapped in Paradise, Red One, Four Christmases, and Daddy's Home. We need one last Christmas movie to watch, and we're waiting for someone to kind of throw out a suggestion. So give it to us. Yesterday, my alt profile got a shiny and Tilted stream. Oh, what? But I've been grinding Dark Souls 3. Fuck, Rex. What? You can get shinies in this? I didn't realize we can get shinies. How many shinies have I missed out on? No! Krampus is a fun one.
I've not seen Daddy's Home, but it has Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, so I'm out.
Danny's Home. You want to do Daddy's Home? Dude, Shiny Charms. He's got 20. That's fucking dope. Tilted always names the XCOM characters after folks in chat, so that's pretty fucking cool. That's actually cool, Tilted, that you give your community names. Like, does it hurt that much more when they die? That's gotta hurt, right? You're like, no. That's gotta be fun for the stream, for the chat. It's a great idea. All right, so are we doing Daddy's Home?
No, we're doing Krampus, you dumb bitch.
All right, Krampus. All right, Krampus is the movie. All right, so guys, we got Trapped in Paradise, Red One, Four Christmases. I just spelled For Christmas because I don't know the plural for that. Just apostrophe S. That can't be right.
We'll know. We'll pick it up. We'll pick up where you put.
All right. All right. Daddy's Home and Krampus. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna vote.
Wait, how did Daddy's Home get in there? That's 5. What are the 5?
Red One, Trapped in Paradise, Four Christmases, Daddy's Home, Krampus.
Let's run it.
All right. Start the poll. You got 2 minutes, everybody. Vote for the next movie. Come on in. Let's have some fun. And let's do this. I'm honored by my sacrifices in the game. I always pick a beast mode character.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
oh, okay. You did it right.
All right, here we go. So everybody vote on the holiday film that we're all going to watch as a community. You can vote with additional Vile points, channel points, for the next movie we're all going to watch. Gremlins was originally on there, but we took it off because we wanted to give more suggestions to the community. But obviously, like movies like Die Hard and Gremlins are classics for sure. But we wanted to pick movies that not everyone has seen. I'm gonna pick one. You guys are mean. I'm the only one that's gonna pick it. That's messed up. Aw, boo. Okay, I voted. I guess I'll vote for the only movie I want to watch. There we go. Red One has got 17 votes. Four Christmases got 1 vote. Daddy's Home's got 14.
Toss a coin.
Krampus got 2.
Toss a coin for The Witcher. Made us watch The Departed and then didn't show up today.
Classic toss, dude. Classic. Oh shoot. Gremlins is a great movie though. Gremlins, iconic. Die Hard, obviously the greatest Christmas movie of all time. All right, it's gonna end soon. Here we go. Fuck me, Red One is Sky. I feel like it's Sergo. Jesus. 53. You guys really want to watch Red One. I really don't want to watch it, but I respect it.
No, somehow Daddy's Home snuck in there. It's just a stupid ass movie that's not even Christmas related.
All right, guys. Red One, the recently released on Amazon Prime, I believe. You can go watch it for free there. It's up. That's the next movie to watch. Red One. We're gonna watch that movie. And then
I think it's free on Amazon.
It's free on Amazon. Fury, when's the next time we're gonna meet to do this review?
Oh, I was thinking Sunday 8:30 Pacific, normal time.
Sundays. Normal time Sundays.
I changed travel plans for that.
All right, let's do it. Red One, guys. So for those of you coming on in, Red One is the new movie. Tell us if you like it. Tell us if we're gonna be in the Discord. Monday, I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I'm not gonna stream, so I am gonna create a section for the movie club in the Discord. That way we can talk about it. No spoilers. Have you guys figured out a way to watch a movie with the community? Not yet. Actually, Izzy, tomorrow I'm gonna get more involved with that because I actually have a day off now where I can go do that. So we're gonna be doing that. Red One is the movie to watch. That being said, Fury, do you want to add anything else to it? Are you good?
No, close? Follow me and eat a dick. Snail did confirm that Daddy's Home 2 is the one that's Christmas related and not the first one. But Red One won. Justice has been served.
Oh, so good. When you talk about the D&D, we're good. All right, so that's perfect. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get into it. Love that Fury is so feisty tonight.
It was just a one on production. It just good production, solid.
He did get flamed a lot, for his opinion. It's pretty funny. I'm totally the dads with a thermostat in that one scene. Oh, it's so good in that scene, Rex. I do love it. That's a fun one. 100% a fun one.
We do. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. But that being said, okay, so follow Fury or suck dick as he likes to so kindly put it.
Both.
Oh, okay, follow him and suck Peter. That's the thing. Anything else, Fury, before we
that was it. It's fun. We got something. And then once we get past this, what's another category? We might as well decide that right now.
actually, okay, so let's decide that right now. Now that we got first timers coming on in and kind of just checking stuff out, what is another theme to watch? So, what about New Year's theme? Any movies revolving around New Year's?
Not good
I feel
ones.
like it's too niche.
It is,
right?
and
What's the
we
one
barely
movie
we
with
barely
Nicolas Cage
we've
coming
done
home for
we've done mob movies. You need to get off
Mob?
Nicolas Cage for one.
I love the Cage,
Just
dude. I don't know what to
get-
fucking tell you.
Just get away from him. What we
All right,
did
so we did fighting.
fighting movies, mob
Mob.
movies,
Now we're doing holiday,
and then
sci-fi. We did the sci-fi,
we did.
sci-fi.
We fell into some
Space.
weird ass movies. We did fighting
Really?
movies and watched The Forbidden Kingdom. We did sci-fi and watched The Abyss, which I liked, but that's so funny. That's so funny.
Gentleman Bronco. What about comedy?
Right. I was thinking about that today.
Let's do comedy.
We're gonna go. I'll probably absolutely hate the movie that we vote on, but let's do comedy,
Yeah, absolutely.
baby.
I feel like Izzy's already got it loaded with Gentleman Bronco. I feel like he's already got it in the tuck, dude. More like
Hanukkah movie.
Rex. That's great. So I'll tell you what. How about the next movie topic we'll set up for comedy?
Yeah.
You want to do that? Yeah.
Well,
What do you guys in the chat? What do you guys think? Comedy?
Thinks...
You thinking comedy, guys, for the next one? There's some good ones out. There's some gems. Gentleman Bronco. He's like 100,000K is definitely ready and loaded for Gentleman Bronco. You know what would be the ultimate troll, Izzy? If you fucking win and then don't show up for it.
See, here's the thing. Sergo is comedy. He says grown-ups. Sergo's he's just a young dude. He's just a young dude. He doesn't understand everything that came before. That's
we could
so
do Adam
amazing.
Sandler movies.
Ooh,
Adam Sandler films.
Did someone say that? Where'd they say that?
Yeah, Sergo.
Where?
Oh, he mentioned it, and I allow for some reason it's like allowing and it's not coming in. There you go. We're good.
Space movies, which we did Abyss.
All right, so I see it's the auto mod that's getting him for some reason. All right, Sergo, I got you. Sergo, I got you. So Sergo wants Adam Sandler films.
That's not. Let's do that because comedy
right,
comedy is very broad. Like for fighting, we should have just sent Jackie Chan movies or someone else.
That does make it more fixed, right? Makes it more focused.
But I've seen all the Adam Sandler movies I want to see. You've seen all the Adam Sandler. I want to see. Well, we'll talk about it more, but now we're thinking. So we'll get another category on Sunday.
We'll get another category. All right, we're kind of going. All right, so guys in the Discord, tomorrow in the movie club section, I'm gonna make a poll for actors in comedy, and we'll vote on that actor for the movies for comedy. And we're gonna think about it. We're gonna stew on it. Comedy, The Forbidden Kingdom, 2008. Poor Sergo, dude. He's never gonna live that down.
Wait, someone caught him. Ginger's saying that the Pokemon's not working, but I think someone caught one today.
Someone caught one.
And we have caught him with the double.
Yeah, we've caught him.
I think it's just been
bad
luck.
So that being said. Comedy, let's start stewing on it for the next subject, but we're going to be watching Red One for the holiday Christmas films, and then we're going to be talking about it next Sunday, getting into the format. As you know it, you love it, we have a good time with it. We're having a good time. So for those of you who want us to continue to stay tuned, we're going to move into Marvel Rivals. We're going to be playing some more Marvel Rivals after this segment, getting into it for the rest of the night. We're going to have some fun. Follow Fury. I actually shouted out Fury, shouted out Tilted. Give Fury a follow if you like a lot of Rocket League. Fury is the guy to follow. I tell you that much, man. He gets into the weeds. He announces, narrates, commentates it. He's the one to watch.
As he said, Fury, you should go ahead and get ready for Gentleman Bronco. I am. If it goes in. And you're gonna
be honest, dude. Here's my thing.
I'm fine with it.
I'm kind of excited for it because I will watch anything with Sam Rockwell. That man knows no bad movies. He has not
That's
had a
not
bad.
true.
So
we're gonna get into the whole thing. We gotta
Let me take that back. Let me take that back. He's amazing in every role he plays, and he's been in some stinkers, but he's always been like the best part of a stinker or just a good film in general. He always steals the limelight. Sam Rockwell, you cannot convince me otherwise. Sam Rockwell is fucking phenomenal. Bad movie, good movie. He's just good. Think about it.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
like, I'm not thinking about it.
No. You're gonna stay on and stream Rivals.
Yep, I'm gonna stay on, and we're gonna get into Marvel Rivals.
All right, later.
All right, good buddy. Have a good one.